enough to knock down the whole neighborhood.
This whole block will never evacuate in time.
New Chicago Fire next Tuesday on NBC and get the NBC app.
Police! Are you now, or have you ever been an informant for the FBI?
Someone's talking.
There's a rat on my team.
They need to kill it.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Harrison Ford drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Tonight, police are investigating the death of a man in Box Elder. That man was in his mid-20s, was discovered dead when police arrived on scene just after 7 this evening in the 500 block of Cardinal Court. Authorities say the death does not appear to be suspicious or violent in nature, and they say the cause of the death is most likely related to medical issues. We'll continue to update you on this investigation as more details become available. A major shift announced today in the U.S. strategy to fight ISIS. Defense Secretary Ash Carter telling Congress that even more American Special Operations Forces will be deployed in Iraq and Syria, and their mission will include a combat role. This despite assurances President Barack Obama has made about the scope of the U.S. role in the region. NBC's Andrea Mitchell reports.
With overwhelming evidence that airstrikes alone won't stop ISIS, a significant U.S. escalation on the ground.
We're at war.
Up to 150 Special Operation Forces, 3 times the 50 troops the president announced in October, conducting combat raids against ISIS in both Iraq and Syria from bases in Iraq.
These special operators will over time be able to conduct raids, free hostages, gather intelligence, and capture ISIL leaders.
Just last month, President Obama told Lester,
"We are not putting U.S. troops on the front lines fighting firefights with ISIL."
And today, the president's recent claim that ISIS is contained, flatly disputed by his own commanders.
Have we currently contained ISIL?
We have not contained ISIL.
This as the president, in Paris for a climate summit, spent much of his time defending a military strategy that hasn't stopped ISIS or ended the killing fields in Syria.
It's not going to be easy. Too much blood has been shed. Too much infrastructure has been destroyed.
It's a military and diplomatic Rubik's Cube. You can't stop ISIS without ending the civil war in Syria, the conflict that spawned the terror group. But standing in the way, Russia's Vladimir Putin.
I don't expect that you're going to see a 180 turn on their strategy over the next several weeks. They have invested for years now in keeping Assad in power.
Today, Germany promised 1,200 more troops. Britain votes tomorrow to begin airstrikes over Syria. Assad does not seem worried by any of this.
Nobody is taking the Western officials seriously anymore.
The administration's next goal is to cease fire in parts of Syria by the first of the year and peace talks for a transitional government, now to include Assad. A big concession to the Russians for President Obama, who all along has said that Assad must end his reign in Syria. Chicago's top cop is out of a job tonight, fired in the wake of growing protests over the police department's handling of an officer's shooting death of a teenager. More on that tonight from NBC's Chris Clackham.
Ever since last week's release of the video showing Officer Jason Van Dyke's shooting death of 17-year-old Laquan McDonald, calls for Chicago Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy's resignation have been constant, the latest from the Chicago Sun-Times.
The public trust in the leadership of the department has been shaken.
Mayor Rahm Emanuel made it official Tuesday.
I formally asked for his resignation. He has become an issue rather than dealing with the issue.
Earlier Tuesday, in an interview with WMAQ, McCarthy defended his actions.
I didn't have the authority to do what people thought I should have done.
But also admitted that a press release on the day of the shooting that said Van Dyke fired on McDonald 16 times only after the teenager lunged at officers was wrong.
The initial press release was mistaken, no two ways about it. I guess that's my fault because I'm accountable for it.
McCarthy said in the 14 months since the shooting, he never corrected that information because the feds had taken over the investigation.
Stop the cover-up! 16
But critics say that's more evidence of a police cover-up, an accusation bolstered by missing surveillance video from a nearby Burger King, as well as missing audio from dashcam video of the shooting. McCarthy's dismissal comes the morning after Van Dyke was released on bond to prepare his defense on first-degree murder charges. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
And McCarthy's firing also coinciding with the mayor's creation of a task force to look into the ongoing issue of excessive force by Chicago police. Environmental activists protesting once again outside the United Nations Climate Conference today in Paris. Those protesters chanting the message, "Keep this fair, do your share," end quote, to the leaders assembled inside to discuss climate issues. They warn that developing nations may lose out in a potential deal to combat man-made global warming by being forced to adhere to energy and consumption strictures that would hamper their ability to raise standards of living across the third world. A key talking point at the conference is who should shoulder more economic responsibility for reducing total carbon emissions globally. Leaders say that an important aspect of any plan will be helping countries cope with the effects of climate change that are already underway. Charitable organizations donate their time and resources to helping out the local community. So when someone steals from one of the organizations, it feels like stealing from our entire community. Construction on a Black Hills area Habitat for Humanity home for a family in need has now been hampered by the theft of over $1,000 worth of tools from that construction site. That makes up half of the group's tool inventory. According to the organization's executive director, Scott Engman, the group is now asking for your help in the form of donations and money and tools to get construction going again. Engman says that an anonymous donor has already contributed $1,000 on Thanksgiving Day. Police are continuing to investigate the theft of those tools. Rapid City Police want to make sure that you're not left out in the cold this winter. Over the weekend, 2 men stealing a woman's car because she left it unlocked and unattended while she left it running and waiting for it to warm up. That kind of incident happens more often during the winter months than people think. Rapid City Police say don't leave yourself open to becoming another victim.
You know you're just going to be going for a little bit. You can turn the car off. It was already warm. It's going to stay warm. It's going to take a little bit for that car to get back cold again. If you decide to maybe go get an automatic start, that's another issue. If you want to use a secondary key, so you can at least make sure your doors are locked. There's nothing saying that a criminal is not going to bust your window to get your car because they see the keys in it, but a lot of times they don't. It's a crime opportunity, and they just see the cars running and the doors unlocked, so they're going to take it.
Police also want to take the time to remind people to take it easy on area roads. Snow and ice can make for dangerous road conditions. Always keep enough distance between you and the person ahead of you and give yourself plenty of time to make it to your destination. And a note from the Rapid City Fire Department regarding weather-related injuries. It's been a record year for EMS calls, and a lot of those are for traumatic injury. Oliver White with the fire department says that these calls are often weather-related and are usually preventable. White is offering up a few safety tips if you're having trouble getting around town. Shovel and salt walkways at home and at work. Wear shoes with good traction and walk with assistance whenever possible. It's winter. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And as we see what possibly could have been a down day for the major indexes, what with manufacturing indexes coming in below 50% or 50 points rather, 48.6 on the manufacturing index, indicating a contraction across the manufacturing sector domestically. That not impacting the major indexes as you see there, except in a positive fashion. Most traders taking that to mean that the Fed will not be raising interest rates anytime soon. The Dow rising 168 points, 17,888. NASDAQ Composite up 48 to 51.56. S&P up 22 to 2,103. Gold rising $3 to $1,068.30 on this day of trade.
Yes.
It's winter.
It's winter. Yeah.
So watch your step, watch your driving.
Yeah.
You know. We've lived here long enough, haven't we?
I think so. We have. I don't think we really need to tell the people what to do during the winter months. I really don't.
You'll find me in unanimity with that statement, Bob,
okay.
as you well know.
All right, yeah. Let's look at the high temperatures today across the Black Hills. A bunch of 30s, lower 30s, middle 30s, right on across the Black Hills. Those numbers slightly below normal. Tomorrow we're going to get those numbers slightly above normal, and we're going to continue with this warming trend. possibly lower 50s come Friday.
And we'll be back with, some heat exhaustion tips by the time we get up to 52, right? We'll tell people how to make sure that
hydrated.
Stay hydrated. Don't get too warm, that kind of thing. All these helpful tips. We're back with more news after the break. Full details and Bob's forecast in just a bit. You're watching News Center 1 at 10.
This is News Center 1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Escape to Roma's Restaurante in Spearfish and enjoy the beauty of the Northern Hills. Chef Lee is back in the kitchen cooking something for everyone. With daily features for lunch and dinner, come experience the recent menu change at Roma's in Spearfish or reserve the private room for your next event. Transport yourself to Italy in the casual fine cuisine, steaks, and seafood found only at Roma's.
Mavericks Motorsports and Recreation Equipment Rentals. When 4 seasons just ain't enough.
The Potter Family Theater presents the annual traditional Potter Family Christmas dinner shows beginning Black Friday. Reservations are now available through December 23rd. Seating is limited. Dinner includes carved prime rib buffet. The Potter Family traditional Christmas dinner shows downtown at the Potter Family Theater, 7th and St. Joe, Rapid City. Reserved now at 415-5593. 415-5593.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
I love a gourmet cheeseburger as much as anybody, and that's why we created the Pub Burger at Culver's.
My favorite cheeseburger starts with great beef. When you get that burger in your hand and the juices are flowing, you want to devour it.
Chef, we're going to make a pepper grinder Pub Burger.
I'm stoked, man.
We got a little Wisconsin Swiss and Wisconsin cheddar.
Those are the criteria for me. Fresh beef, bacon, Wisconsin cheese.
The 4 peppercorn mayo really sets this burger apart.
This is an ultimate bacon cheeseburger.
Our new pepper grinder Pub Burger. Welcome to Delicious.
During the holiday season, it is easy to get lost in great shopping deals, but today is another chance to think of others. It is Giving Tuesday. This is a day that's set aside and when we are urged to volunteer or make charitable donations. The one-day charitable giving promotion launched back in 2012. Since most charities generate a vast majority of their contributions at the end of the year, Giving Tuesday has opened the door to a more organized effort on a specific day. Last year, the hashtag Giving Tuesday was mentioned more than 750,000 times on Twitter. Local organizations Feeding South Dakota and Black Hills Habitat for Humanity, both on Twitter today, asking the public to take a little time to help others in need. Downtown Rapid City is seeing some more school spirit. The new downtown rocker shop at 616 St. Joseph Street opening its doors today, showcasing the School of Mines student engineering designs as well as hard rocker apparel. The store will offer hands-on educational programs for youth and will offer talks on science and technology to the community. The downtown rocker shop will be open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. A longtime local favorite has moved. The Colonial House restaurant in Rapid City celebrating its grand opening with a ribbon cutting. After nearly three decades at their original location on Mount Rushmore Road, the Colonial House moved 2 buildings to the north. It's now located next to Perkins. The Colonial House is known for its famous caramel rolls and homemade delicious food. The new location bringing changes, but some things will remain the same.
Well, almost everybody likes it. They enjoy it. They like the fresh, new, clean look. They like the same menu. They like the same people. So it's just kind of we did a facelift after 33 years. Really looking forward to our larger bar, the more parking, and also our extended hours. We're open up till midnight.
Yeah, that turkey pot pie. caramel nut French toast. Don't get me started. Colonial House's new location, also featuring big screen televisions, a to-go station, and the area's only certified pastry chef. It is a history buff's dream come true. The Rapid City Downtown Public Library compiling all the history of Rapid City and the Black Hills into a single room. That room includes history books, oral history accounts, pictures, handmade scrapbooks, and a climate-controlled room for the preservation of archives. The library celebrating with a grand opening earlier tonight, featuring Rapid City Mayor Steve Allender and special musical guests. Black Hills residents waking up to several inches of wintry white and school delays this morning. Snowplows tackling the snow early on, but gusty winds creating snowdrifts and black ice on the roads. That's made things a little bit hairy and hazardous for drivers out there. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us with his full forecast coming up after the break.
If your favorite part of fajitas is the tender USDA Choice Angus steak, then Arby's new steak fajita flatbreads are for you. If your favorite part is the charred, fire-roasted peppers, then Arby's new steak fajita flatbreads are for you too. But if your favorite part is the sizzling hot skillet, sorry, it's too hot. Remember the coffee lady? Arby's, we have the meats.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. And that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
Keep your vehicle running smoothly with automotive products from Menards. Peak Long Life Antifreeze and Coolant works with all makes and models. Right now, a gallon of full-strength concentrate is only $7.99 after rebate. Outsmart the elements with Latitude wiper blades from Rain-X. They have a specially blended graphite-coated blade that's designed to give a smooth, clean, and chatter-free wipe. They're available in 10 sizes for just $11.99 each. Don't forget Christmas. Grab a Menards gift card.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
We're excited to see you at Rapid City's Meadowbrook Golf Course, now offering 2016 season passes at the 2015 rate through December 31st, 2015. The 18-hole championship course winds around beautiful Rapid Creek with picturesque backdrops and pristine landscaping. Meadowbrook is the perfect place for beginners and experts alike. Meadowbrook Golf Course is the clear local favorite. Don't miss out on the savings for your 2016 season passes by December 31st, 2015. Shopping is easy by phone, online, or just stop in to see us.
Learn to feel safe with and against weapon attacks with Marshall Blade Concepts. Learn the real self-defense ability to immediately and decisively stop an assailant from continuing their attack. This world-renowned defense system is coming to Rapid City, Mondays at 6 p.m. at the Sonana Karate Club, 1019 Farlow Avenue. Marshall Blade Concepts is an edged weapon system specifically designed to meet the needs of today's concerned citizen and armed professional. Register now by calling Ben Geary at 605-545-1397.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Well, I picked out a few communities to show you snowfall totals from last night and early this morning. You can see Edgemont just southeast of Rapid City, a half a foot. East of Sturgis, Hot Springs, 4 inches. And up in the lead area, it looks like 3.5 inches for those folks. No snow tonight, no snow tomorrow. And that'll continue with no snow Friday or Thursday, Friday into and through the weekend. Out at the National Weather Service over in East Rapid City, they got just over 4 inches. Out at the airport, about 3.5 inches. And this is so far, this is the total since July. Okay, we got about over 10 inches for the season and around 10 inches out at the airport. What do we got going for us? Let's see, with the almanac, 35 was our high temperature. 40 is normal, folks, so keep that in mind when we show you the temperatures on the 7-day. But 40 is normal. 22 was our low temperature, 7:07 sun up, 4:15 sun will be going down. Out at the airport, we still have some clouds, but they'll be clearing out of here at midnight or shortly after midnight. And we just some high clouds, really. You can see some stars out there if you try hard enough. Let's see, the dew point 14, so this temperature will continue to drop down into the lower 20s. And we have no wind chill because we don't have much in the way of wind. We had a maximum wind gust today of 41 miles an hour. Here's our storm system. If you've been watching the national news, they've been talking about all the heavy snows up over down in the Sioux Falls area, Sioux City, and then in Minnesota. But what's happening here, we have this dry slot right here. The trajectory of the winds is coming out of the desert southwest, and we'll take a little closer look at this. And you can see the dry air just literally eating up the snow, and that's what we expect as that dry air continues to work its way into that low pressure area. And that's going to weaken that low pressure area as well. So this dry air will continue as that storm system moves across into the Great Lakes area. And we don't expect to see much snow around Chicago or Detroit. They'll have their lake effect snows, but that's about it. And you can see that's what the model is trying to tell us there. We'll just keep the clouds in there and maybe some light snow as that thing moves across the Great Lakes. As far as we're concerned, high pressure builds in the Plain States. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures are going to warm up. Remember 40? That's normal. Well, we'll see temperatures in the middle 40s tomorrow. And then on Thursday, this weak cool front will come on through, so our warming trend will stall on Thursday. So we don't expect to see temperatures continuing to warm up on Thursday. They should be about the same as what we're expecting tomorrow. We'll wait till Friday, and then that warming trend will kick back in, and we can expect to see temperatures in the 50s on Friday. All right, plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures in the 40s. Where's that front? There it comes. Here comes the cool front. Temperatures in the 40s again on Thursday with plenty of sunshine. The air is going to be rather dry, so when this weak cool front comes through, we don't expect it to kick off any snow shower or rain shower activity. High temperatures, well, there they are, folks. 32 Watertown, Sisseton 32, Mobridge 35, Phillip 33, 31 over there in Faith. Let's warm it up a little bit. Let's try to get some of these temperatures up in the 40s, and you can see you're beginning to see some 40s, upper 30s for tomorrow, and then Thursday, pretty much the same scenario. As I said, let's wait until Friday before we really begin to warm things up. Here's the forecast around the Black Hills for tomorrow, Wednesday. 43 Buffalo, 44 Spearfish, 41 Custer, Hill City, 42, 46 Deadwood, 43 Belle Fourche, 45 Sturgis. Tonight, 21, skies clearing. It'll be a chilly night, but not too bad. Winds out of the northwest, 5 to 10. And tomorrow, 44, plenty of sunshine, pleasant afternoon. Winds out of the west, not too bad, 5 to 10. And tomorrow night, pretty much like tonight, 22, clear skies. It should be a quiet evening. And those winds, not very strong at all, out of the northwest, around 5. Here's the 7-day forecast. 43 on Thursday, pretty much like tomorrow. 50 degrees on Friday. And then we'll keep those temperatures in the lower 40s Saturday, Sunday. So those numbers you're looking at all above normal. Middle 40s Monday and Tuesday. So these mild temperatures, relatively speaking, will stay with us for the next 7 days. Okay, clickbigdeals.com. Is this one still available? Yes, it is. Get $50 to use at Mind Blown Studio for just $25. That's a 50% savings. Mind Blown Studio. That's a glass blowing studio if you don't know.
Yeah, and if you're looking for something that would be a unique, holiday gift, they do their own ornaments right there.
They do their own ornaments,
So each member of the family, you think about this, Bob, each member could do their own ornament, and if you did that year after year,
you got a tradition.
Have the chronology of, the lifetime of the family.
Sure.
Just hanging right there on your tree. I think that's a pretty
great idea.
That's a pretty cool thing.
Sounds like a lot of work, though.
It might be. anything worth doing is worth doing. Well,
there you go.
Thank you, Bob. Still to come, 76ers looking to snap their historic losing streak as Kobe Bryant and the hapless as of late Los Angeles Lakers make their final stop in Philadelphia. Those teams are combined 2-32 going in. Something had to give there. Plus, the Stevens wrestling team preparing to kick off the season with a new head coach. Justin has more on the Raiders next in NewsCenter1 Sports.
Midco Internet is built for speed, so don't let old software or equipment hold you back. Go to midco.com for easy-to-follow internet optimization tips. It's how fast internet gets even faster. Midco gives you more.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The Odyssey Special Edition, featuring the Honda Vac and a rear entertainment system. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event and you could get a great deal on KBB.com's best value brand. Now at your Honda dealer.
Sorry we can't watch the kids tonight.
It's all right. Just get better.
They bought it.
They sure did.
To eat at Dakota Steakhouse, any excuse is a good excuse.
We said we were too sick.
Mom, Dad.
I'm James. I'm a supervisor with standard parking at the Rapid City Regional Airport, and I love my church.
Hi, I'm Mitch Messer, head coach of Post 22 Baseball, and I love my church.
Hi, I'm Desiree. These are my boys. I'm a home educator, and I love my church.
Our mission is simple. We want to show people who Jesus is. My name is David, and I'm the lead pastor of Fountain Springs Community Church, and I love my church.
Remember when you needed a TV to watch TV? Now you can watch on your computer, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. TV Everywhere makes it easy, and it's included with Midco cable. Midco gives you more.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
As winter sports commence, the Rapid City Stevens wrestling team is gearing up for a new season with a new head coach. Travis King replaces Gordon Bai, who resigned after just 3 seasons with the Raiders. Coach King inherits a team that finished 10th last year at the State A wrestling tournament. The Raiders qualified 9 wrestlers to state, including senior Casey Claprott, who lost in the finals at 160 pounds. However, Stevens returns Spencer Stockman, Logan Wood, and Noah Diamond, who all finished in the top 5. Overall, Coach King feels his team is pretty balanced from top to bottom.
The high school fields 14 weight classes or 14 starters, and so it's always, there's a couple spots in there that you're never quite sure who's going to get. And then, you try to get your team in that depth where they have some backups and try to run a sub-varsity level team that's competitive.
As the Raiders prepare to open the season this Friday at the Mandan Lions tournament, King is impressed with how receptive his team has been to his style of coaching.
He is a person that got me into wrestling when I was 5 years old, so he's been around the sport for a long time. I think he's really going to be a good fit for this team.
I'm probably one of the most excited thing about is just being part of the Raider wrestling family, and taking these kids and trying to get them to go the extra and do the extra and try to support them in that. And I think that if we put the right atmosphere, that maybe come February our kids will be performing at the level that they think they can or higher.
Meanwhile, the top 4 schools in the final college football playoff rankings prior to Selection Sunday remain unchanged. Clemson and Alabama are still first and second, despite the fact that the Tigers escaped with a 5-point win over South Carolina, while the Crimson Tide rolled over Auburn 29-13. Oklahoma and Iowa came in at number 3 and number 4 respectively. Oklahoma made a massive statement with a win at Oklahoma State, while Iowa took down Nebraska 28-20 to remain undefeated. On the outside looking in, it's Michigan State at number 5 and Ohio State holding down the 6th spot. The biggest matchup this week will be the Big Ten title game, with number 4 Iowa facing number 5 Michigan State, with the winner likely securing a spot in the 4-team playoff. The final college football playoff rankings will be revealed this Sunday. Well, tonight's NBA game in Philadelphia was one for the ages. The 76ers hosted the Los Angeles Lakers in the final appearance for Kobe Bryant in his hometown. The Laker guard announced over the weekend that this year will be his last, and this comes as the Sixers are still chasing their first win of the season. Before the game, the Sixers presented Kobe Bryant with his high school jersey. NBA legend Dr. J making the presentation. We'll pick up the action in the first quarter. Kobe Bryant started the game with 3 3-pointers to give the Lakers a 9-6 lead. Kobe finished with 20 points this evening. Moving on to the second quarter, Robert Covington drives to the hoop for 2 of his 23 points. However, the Sixers trailed by 5, 35-30. Jumping ahead to the fourth quarter now, with the Lakers trailing by 8, D'Angelo Russell goes strong to the basket to make it a 6-point ball game. But down the stretch, Hollis Thompson hits the 3 from the corner. Philly out front by 11, and the 76ers pick up their first win of the season with a 103-91 victory over the Lakers. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
We could have built pyramids. We chose burritos instead. Fresh pressed tortillas. The finest ingredients evenly mixed. Our better built standard is in a league of its own. Fresh salads, tacos, and quesadillas. Panchero's Mexican Grill, for those who don't compromise. West Omaha Street, Rapid City.
The Potter Family Theater presents the annual traditional Potter Family Christmas dinner shows beginning Black Friday. Reservations are now available through December 23rd. Seating is limited. Dinner includes carved prime rib buffet. The Potter Family traditional Christmas dinner shows downtown at the Potter Family Theater, 7th and St. Joe, Rapid City. Reserve now at 415-5593. 415-5593.
Christmas sparkles and shines at Weathered Vane. From traditional to contemporary, unique and eclectic, Weathered Vane has the decor and gifts to make your holidays extraordinary. Shop local, shop small. Shop Weathered Vane this holiday season.
Visit Pump House at Mind Blown Studio in historic Deadwood to see professional glass blowers at work. We offer a wide range of custom glasswork, including ornaments, glasses, and vases. You can browse the gallery for gifts and decorations or have one of our artists make a custom piece just for you. You can enjoy a coffee and a sandwich from our Pump House deli while watching the artist work. If you're looking for a unique gift, a private glass blowing class, or something for the entire family to do, check out the Pump House at Mind Blown Studio on Sherman Street in historic Deadwood.
With the holiday shopping season already in full swing, all those presents have to get to their destination somehow, safe and sound, to make for a Merry Christmas. That, of course, is where the U.S. Postal Service comes in. Just as they do every year, the Postal Service is extending their delivery days and hours. They will deliver packages 7 days a week starting this Monday and going through Christmas Day. That includes the Black Hills area. Due to the anticipated 10.5% package volume growth over last holiday season, Rapid City, Spearfish, Sturgis, and Belfouche will be included in the Postal Service's Sunday delivery efforts. Due to the continued growth in online shopping, the Postal Service is expecting its package business this holiday season to balloon to nearly, get this, 600 million packages delivered by Christmas Day. And it just wouldn't feel like Christmas without the Nutcracker presented by the Black Hills Dance Theater. And NewsCenter1 has tickets for you to enjoy this holiday tradition for free. You can go to newscenter1.tv and click on contest to enter to win 2 tickets to this classic ballet. And their winner will be announced right here on NewsCenter1 today. That's coming up on Thursday morning. Tradition for the whole family and something to see. Yeah. Real quickly, Justin, you were telling me, we were talking about the 95 Bulls.
Yes.
And this year's edition of the Golden State Warriors, statistically even more dominant.
Yeah,
this
Golden
team?
State 19-0 at this time. Chicago was 17-2, but the points, Golden State is winning by 15 points a game, where Chicago was winning by 9. So
that's something to watch.
Dominating.
Right there. And Kobe Bryant saying goodbye. Those two teams coming into the game, Philadelphia and Los Angeles, combined 2-32 coming into the game.
Yes.
Hard times that they have fallen on, definitely. And stay warm. We'll see you tomorrow.
Why does Papa Murphy's offer any large pizza for just $10 on Tuesdays? Because these things also happen on Tuesdays.
Soccer practice. Softball practice. T-ball practice. Picture day. Jake's mom can't do carpool. Dentist appointments. Or the dentist appointments. Tuba lessons. Hop-a-thons. PTA meetings. Science fair. Show and tell. Book reports. Math link practice.
Papa Murphy's $10 Tuesdays. Make Tuesdays easier and more delicious. Any large pizza, just $10. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's.
Love at 425 degrees.
Find your holiday look at our Christmas Countdown sale. Select suits are $169.99. Top coats and raincoats are 60% off. Designer dress slacks are also 60% off. Merino wool sweaters are $39.99. Plus buy one, get one free on more. Celebrate the holidays with Men's Warehouse.
Looking for luxury? I've got it. Magnificent views, abundant land, and stunning home. Custom Loggy-built 5,500 square foot home has expansive main floor living. You will love the 228 gorgeous and wooded acres, perfect for horses or cattle. Property borders Forest Service. Call me, Stephanie Lean, because to us at VIP Properties, you are a very important person.
Smooth, rich coffee. There's simply no better way to start your morning. Whether it's with our dark roast coffee, Colombian, or our breakfast blend, mornings are simply better with Common Sense coffee. These 100% Arabica coffees deliver a smooth, pleasant, easy-to-drink cup with a wonderful aroma and a delightfully inviting aftertaste. Right now at Common Sense, you can enjoy a 12-ounce cup of your favorite coffee for only 99 cents, guaranteeing you a great cup of coffee. Common Sense Food Stores. We're so convenient.
I'm going to hold my breath till I get a sale.
You never have to wait for a sale at Gordman's. You can save up to 60% every day.
Did you say up to 60% off?
Yes, I did.